Hey guys, welcome back to my post-match reaction live call-in show if anybody's still awake after that game, because at least for me it's super late. It's 11:11 right now. So I usually like to make these streams kind of longer, but it's so late for me. I've been up since 7 a.m. So I'm kind of going to try to make this short and sweet. So you guys know the drill. I'm going to give my thoughts about the match. Feel free to ask any questions, put any comments that you have in the comments box, and I'll try to get to as many as possible. And I'll try to do a short live call in as well. You can see, like, I'm so tired. This is commitment, you guys. This is commitment. So let's take a look at that match. Obviously, ahead of the match, the starting 11, it wasn't surprising to me. It really wasn't surprising, but Chelsea had a lot of players out injured, so I didn't expect total cohesion. I was very worried about that midfield pivot, and it's proved to be correct. And I also said that I quite liked that front three, and I felt that they did pretty good together. Let's talk about that first half. Yeah. So Luis says we got away with that one. Yes, you did. That is commitment, Andrew. That is commitment. 3:42. I tell you, I don't think I could do it. I really don't. Like, it's past 11 o'clock, and I'm like, it is my bedtime right now. So I'm gonna talk about the game, and then I'll try to get to some of your comments as well, guys. So first half, I mean, I was not expecting Watford to come flooding out like that. Were you? Like, I really thought that they were going to sit back and we are going to attack, and I didn't. I thought it was going to be more similar to how we played in the second half, where I did feel that we had more control of the ball and that we were creating more. But they, like, massive credit to them. Joao Pedro had like 2 chances within 5 minutes, and I was thinking, this does not look good. We look completely unsettled. The midfield was getting totally overrun. 3 against 2. Saúl did not have a good game yet again. I just felt that he looked really nervy on the ball. It didn't look like he was comfortable. I felt sometimes that he was giving the ball away, not tracking back, not running. He got a yellow card, so that was even more nervy because he could have easily gotten a second yellow as well. So overall, it was just really bad performance from Chelsea. I think it's probably the worst that we've played, honestly, in this entire season. I really was so incredibly nervous. Chelsea got the goal courtesy of Mason Mount. Happy for him. I'm trying to think how that goal went. Oh yes, a ball over the top from Rudiger to Alonso. I thought Alonso looked a little suspect in this game as well, not going to lie, but he did really well there to control the ball, to get it under control. I can't talk, you guys. And to make that pass to Havertz, and then Havertz passed it on pretty easy to set up Mason Mount, and Mason Mount did not miss from there. But then Watford get their equalizer. It was so poor from Ruben. It was so poor. I feel for him. Like, I really wanted him to have a good game. Got dispossessed, and Dennis did really well. I thought that he was going to try to beat Rudiger. He didn't. He kind of just saw a space, slotted it in. I mean, Chelsea, I have not kept a clean sheet. I brought Marcus Alonso into my fantasy team. Chelsea have not kept a clean sheet since I brought Marcus Alonso into my fantasy team. So what does that tell you about me and the luck that I bring to this club, honestly? But after that, Watford deserved the win. They deserved their goal. They didn't deserve the win. I wanted us to win. They deserved their goal. I couldn't complain about it. It was coming, and massive changes needed to be made at halftime because we could just see that this was not working. Sure enough, Thiago Silva comes on for Saúl. Trevor Chalobah moves into midfield, which is very interesting. I felt that as soon as Thiago Silva came on the pitch, he brought like this confidence. He brought this reassurance to the team. He was directing everybody, made such a big difference. So massive credit to Thomas Tuchel, because I would have thought to maybe bring on Jorginho, but he brought on Thiago Silva and moved Chalobah into that midfield. We also saw Ziyech come on, unfortunately for Chalobah, who seems to have gotten injured. And then in the last few 20-ish minutes, we saw Lukaku come on for Azpilicueta. I was surprised about that one. I thought he would come on for Kai Havertz, but no, he comes on for Azpilicueta. Christian Pulisic moves over to right wing back, and we are effectively playing with a front two. Second half, I felt looked way, way better, much stronger. Chelsea were creating chances, and that second goal was just absolutely beautiful. Like, the team play was incredible. Hakim Ziyech had a brilliant finish and could have also had a second goal and a third one for Chelsea as well. So overall, I mean, I'm so glad that we won this game. This was stressful. I honestly thought we were dropping points after the first 5 or 10 minutes from the way that Watford were playing. That reminds me, I just want to send some thoughts to the fan. I hope that they're doing better. I felt so truly terrible about that. So sad. But yeah, Chelsea get the win somehow. These are the games that we need to win. I don't know, you guys. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. I'm gonna start going through the comment section now. And Fahazas, do you think we have a depth in quantity but not quality? Like, I don't think so. I think we have like truly quality players. I mean, any team is going to struggle, I feel, if you have literally 6 starting 11 players out. Like, this was not a minor rotation. This was half the squad. Over half the squad is injured. And you have to remember that these, even if you have a squad and all these players are talented individually, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to play together as a team. Look at like a PSG or Man United, not a dig to them. They have like such talented players on paper, but you see that sometimes they do struggle in games because they aren't playing as much as a team. And I think that these players just are not used to playing together, and they're playing in different roles as well. Like, Ruben is not used to playing as a midfield pivot. Saúl has had probably less than 100 minutes. I would say he had 45 against Aston Villa, I think, and got subbed off. Or was it Liverpool? I don't remember. And maybe like 10 or 15 minutes here or there. Like, a lot of these players haven't been playing that often and together. So I think like that's probably the main thing. And the midfield just got overrun. We definitely have quality players. A lot of them aren't in form right now either. Like, I feel like a lot of the attack isn't in form. Like, Timo Werner hasn't been in form. Hakim Ziyech seems like he's just finding some form. Pulisic is looking, I thought he looked better today. Mason Mount got a goal and assist. He's looking better, but he hasn't been in form for the start of the season really either. Lukaku has been out. He had scored a few goals and then hadn't been scoring. So it's just kind of like all over the place. Zenith Land says, are you confident that Chelsea are going to win Premier League title after this game? Honestly, I feel like it could be anybody between Chelsea, Liverpool, and City. I would love to say, like, heck yes, like, we're definitely going to win. But I like to bring a more rational, realistic perspective to my channel. And I don't know. I mean, this was scary. This was a game that I felt that we should have been dominating. Obviously, like I said, we had a lot of injuries going into it. But we have such a congested fixture schedule right now. It's insane. We're going to need to figure out how to sort that despite the injuries. Hopefully, it seems Jorginho wasn't too bad if he was able to make the bench. Hopefully, Reece James isn't too bad. But I think the main area of concern for me is that left wing back spot. I just felt like Alonso was getting overrun. He had the good move for the first goal, but I just don't feel like he brings as much in attack as Ben Chilwell. It's a lot more predictable because he's always, or not always, but I would say the majority of the time, the pass that he's playing is forward to whoever like that left winger is. So today, Christian Pulisic, sometimes Callum Hudson-Odoi, whereas I feel like Ben Chilwell kind of drifts more into different spaces and occupies different spaces and creates overloads. So that's the area that I'm most concerned about. I kind of went on a tangent around there. Yeah, Andrew says Watford's game plan was to target our left side of defense. It was evident. Dennis exposed that side. Yeah, he really did. And I was thinking like maybe we should bring Azpilicueta over to that left hand side just to get like some more like defensive coverage. I'm just my throat is so dry. It's so late. But they definitely did expose us. Satish says games like these show the importance of Jorginho. Absolutely. I mean, I really felt that we were missing him in this game. And I it's the type of thing that like when he's playing, sometimes I myself don't realize how good he is because it's not something quantitative. Oh my god, what is my work computer doing? Silly. It's not something quantitative like goals scored really, but the calmness that he brings, the way that he's able to kind of like settle that midfield, I think really opened my eyes, especially today. He's been putting in some really good performances, but especially today, I just felt like we were missing him so much. I hope that he's not out injured for long. Yadav says Lukaku Mount Cho should be front three for West Ham. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, I really couldn't tell you. Like, I don't have any preference, to be completely honest, with a front three. Like, I don't feel that we really can say like these are our best front three players right now because we haven't really seen how they all work together because there's just so many combinations of players that you could have. So yeah, that could potentially work. Callum's had good games up until the United game. That Mount looked very good today. I think it also depends on Lukaku's fitness. Is he going to be fit to play a game that's of that importance as well? Because West Ham are an extremely difficult side. They've been killing it this season. Is he going to be up to the intensity of that game on Saturday? I don't know. Maybe we see Havertz starting, and I actually thought Havertz had a good game. He was creating quite a few chances, especially towards the end. I think he almost scored one. He scored an offside one, and I think he might have also gotten another one. That pass to Ziyech was just beautiful, and then Ziyech almost scored but didn't get the header. Zia said, you think if Lukaku had started, would it have been a better match? I don't think like the issue was the attack. Like I really don't. I think like the whole team just couldn't string together two passes because we were just getting completely overrun. They were pressing us. They were exposing their right-hand side, our left-hand side. I think that the midfield battle was 3 versus 2. So they were just always winning that midfield battle. And I don't know. It just felt like it was the overall team. It was very nervy, and especially after once the team came back out, I thought that Thomas Tuchel would have had a word with them and would have calmed the nerves down a bit. I was surprised that we weren't more composed, but no. We weren't. So I don't think like Lukaku would have. If I had to pick somebody, I would say Thiago Silva because the influence that he brought in that second half was truly incredible, and it shows like how much we need him and what an amazing player he is. And I really hope that he signs that contract extension because he is still so important for us. This is a great question. Digital Film Review says, does Saúl ever get a game again? I don't know. I think if you have all of your players fit, then probably not. If you have Kovacic, if you have Kante, if you have Jorginho, that's a lot of squad depth right there. And then on top of that, you have the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We've seen Chalobah can go into midfield. I just felt that he was really poor, unfortunately. I didn't think he had a good game. I haven't been impressed with what I've seen from him. And I have really high hopes from him as well. Like, I really liked him and I really loved his interview. I listened to his interview in Spanish and he was like so hopeful about the move and wanting to finally restart his career and like do something, like achieve something big again, and that Chelsea was this opportunity. But I just don't think he was good enough, and I think it's a bit of a liability at this point. Andrew says, talk about the brilliance of Edouard Mendy, who's bringing him the game in second to none. I mean, he was brilliant. He definitely saved us. He made some brilliant saves. I thought he was so good. Had a really good game. I run out of words because he's always incredible. He always is. I'm just looking at my face. I'm so sorry that I'm so tired. I'm trying so hard. Alan says the only good takeaway, I guess, is that winning games we don't deserve to will get us to the title. That's what you have to do. You have to win games even when you're not playing well. And I'm a little bit nervous because now I feel like it's 2 games in a row that we really haven't played well. But I'm going to try to take it with a grain of salt that we had a lot of injuries. And I mean, this period, we always see Chelsea dropping points. And there's just so many fixtures. Oh my god, this chat has just skyrocketed. What happened? Thanks for joining, guys. What I was saying is that the December period is just so what's the words? The December period is so congested, that's the word, that we always see Chelsea struggle during this period for some reason. We always see dropped points. I'm sure, unfortunately, we're going to see more injuries because the players are just playing so much football. It's just matched. They're playing way too much. Taking a look at Chelsea's next fixtures, we play West Ham this weekend, which is going to be a difficult game. Then we play Zenit in the Champions League midweek. Then we play Leeds. We should definitely be winning that. Everton midweek, Wolves, Brentford in the Cup, Aston Villa, Brighton, and then we play Liverpool, and then we have City. So quite difficult fixtures after Boxing Day. But I do think that Chelsea should be winning. Hopefully, all of those games, maybe bar the West Ham game, I think that we can get most of those points. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for this super chat. Really appreciate it. Yes, I totally agree. Mason and Kai were both really good today. And it was a good game from Hakim Ziyech. I feel like he's getting more and more into the games. He's creating more. Sometimes he can be a bit frustrating. Like he had this pass that he just like completely overhit. But I feel that he's finally starting to kind of like get into the groove. And that's great to see because I think that he's such a talented player. And just going through the comments here. Yeah, Chalobah is now out injured. It seems he posted on Twitter as well. Feels so bad for him. Robbie said, Ellie, was that the performance that you wanted tonight? No, unfortunately. I mean, well, the positive of it is that Chelsea did not play well the first half. Thomas Tuchel made that tactical change, which is brilliant. He was able to identify the problems. He made changes that I didn't foresee, which was great, and those changes worked and affected the game. Hakim Ziyech comes on as a sub. He gets a goal as well. Mason Mount was brilliant. The change in formation really sturdied up everything. We looked a lot stronger. Watford still kept attacking. Massive credit to them. They really attacked until the last minute. I was so nervous, especially when Bachmann came up for the corner. I was like, oh dear Lord, like he's going to score. But thankfully, we are able to get to the second goal and hold on to the win. And like everybody's been saying really in the chat, it's important to win games even when you're not playing well. But I hope that we see a much better performance against West Ham, and hopefully we have some more key players back. Yeah, this is a very good point as well. I really don't see Liverpool and City dropping points, and we know last season City had like kind of a rocky start, and then they went on to have like this incredible unbeaten run. And that's what I'm nervous about too. Like I've been saying this so much, but I really think it's going to be a 3-horse race. Over 200 of you guys watching. That's literally insane. Thanks for tuning in to watch me talk about Chelsea after the match. I really appreciate it. But I'm just trying to go through all of the comments here. I'm like 10 minutes behind. Sorry. Oh my god, I must have messed up I have to fix this. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I didn't even realize. I have to fix that after I stream. Thank you for pointing it out. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And yeah, just to echo what everybody's been saying, it is really good that we still get points when playing poorly. But of course, I want to see Chelsea playing well. All right, I've been talking for 20 minutes. That's flown by. Guys, I'm going to put the link for StreamYard here in the chat in case you guys want to join and call in. And I'm also going to add it as a banner. Let me edit this one. Here. And if I show that, there we go. Just a reminder, guys, if you join, try to keep it to around 30 seconds of comments so that other people who join have a chance to talk as well. And just always be respectful and be respectful of the players, have respectful opinions, be respectful to other people. And yeah, that's about it. So this way I keep it clean in here. Zebedi, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, says chances of winning the league if we hold top spot after the holiday fixtures. I really think that it's going to be up until the very end. I really, really do. I think that it's going to be like up until the last few days because Liverpool and City don't look like letting up anytime soon. So I don't like, maybe we're top by like a point or so. It's going to be so close, like literally anybody's game. Thank you so much. Yes, we are the club of the year. Hopefully we're the club of the year next year as well. And thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Andrew says RLC made a huge mistake which cost us defensively, but that goal also exposes Rudiger's defensive weaknesses. His body positioning wasn't good and he lost his balance. He's very good, but not elite. I have a question for you guys. Like, I felt that Rudiger got nutmegged like 2 times at least in this game. And on the first goal as well, I thought that his body positioning could have been you were talking about the first goal, Andrew, but I just felt that there were a couple of opportunities that Watford had, and he was like nutmeg for some reason, and it's not something that I've noticed before, so I wanted to know if you guys noticed that as well. Yes, please hit that like. Sorry to be pesada, as you guys know, I don't know how to translate that word, but yeah, please, it honestly helps people find my channel. It's been helping me so much. You guys don't even realize. So like, if you're not subscribed, sub as well. Have so much things going on and content planned. All right, we have somebody in the chat. CFC fan 901. Hello, thank you for joining my channel.
Thanks for having me on. I just wanted to say a quick word on Chelsea's performance today. It wasn't the best performance, but we got the 3 points. I don't want to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Saúl start again. It was just awful from them. I expected better because these two players, they are pretty experienced. But Saúl, you can say that he's not experienced in the Premier League, but you still expect more from a player of his quality. I expected so much better from him. We won on individual performances today. Mount and Ziyech pulled us out of a hole basically, and we shouldn't be doing that. We're not Man United, relying on individual performances all the time. So yeah, it was a good performance because we won, but overall, I'm not impressed. We've got we got West Ham next, and if we perform like that against West Ham, we are going to get battered. So we need to really start, performing well and start getting back into our rhythm. Mateo Kovacic and Jorginho are a real miss in our team. I don't want to hear it from anyone, right? Anyone who's got an agenda against Kovacic or Jorginho, they need to know that these two players are so important in our midfield. That's all I've got to say. So yeah, on to West Ham next, and we really need the 3 points then as well.
I know we really do, and it's going to be a difficult game, of course. Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks. It definitely highlights, I think, the need of Kovacic and Jorginho and N'Golo Kante and what they bring. I really I love Ruben. It just wasn't a good game from him. I wouldn't play him in that position, and I think the team was looking at him to kind of like sturdy the ship like how Jorginho does, but that just wasn't the case. And I mean, I don't blame him. It's really not his natural position. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, I can't believe how much of a nail biter game it was either. Pretty insane, to be honest. Superheroes Gaming says, what do you think about ZH? Do you think he'll go to Barcelona for a loan? I don't know. I kind of have like mixed opinions because I feel like he's been playing a lot better. If you asked me a few weeks ago, I would say this could have totally been a possibility because I felt that he was very much a Lampard signing and not a Tuchel signing, especially given the formation that Chelsea play. I didn't feel that there was like a set position for him. But now I feel that he's really been, especially the past couple of games, I feel that he's been playing a lot better. So I'm not so sure anymore, to be completely honest with you. I think if I had to place a bet now, I would say he stays. Thank you so much, Andrew. Like, I honestly feel terrible that I'm so tired and like yawning all of the time. It's like so late. I've been up and I have worked the entire day and done like all these videos as well. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch and to chat with me and to keep me going. You guys are what keep me going. I have another. Oh no, the device is not connected yet. Yeah, I feel like everybody's super tired. Nobody wants to join in on Saturday. Was it Saturday? No, Sunday. I had so many people joining in, and today it's just me because it's late. It's a late game. Does says the intensity of football under Tuchel is high. Not surprising to see so many players getting injured. I mean, I personally think it's just like also the amount of fixtures. Like these players did not get a rest. They were playing the entire summer essentially. Then they go straight into preseason. Then they go straight into playing the Premier League. Then now we go into this crazy December period where we have a game literally every like 3 to 4 days. It's mad. And I mean, the players are just getting overrun. We're going to see more and more injuries. It's so terrible. You're welcome. Thanks for joining in. No, Christensen's contract extension isn't signed yet. I wonder if it will be signed soon. I'm Fetty says Mendy tends to panic when pressed, yet he insists on holding the ball too long. It's aggravating. I mean, I really feel like that's the least of our worries, to be completely honest with you. Like, I sometimes it makes me like a little bit nervous, like, oh, he's cutting it close. But honestly, least of our worries. Yeah, we still are top of the table. We needed a win. I was like, if we drop points again, I'm going to lose it. But thankfully, we somehow got the win in this game. Neil says, man, we got a 1-1 there. Tuchel needs to realize that he can't change the team around too much. Liverpool don't do this. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really think it's his fault because we have so many injuries. Like who do you like expect to realistically play? Like when you're playing like 3 to 4 games a week, a game every 3 to 4 days, you need to rotate players. Otherwise, they're going to get injured. And we saw Chalobah have another injury just from our last game from Man United to today. We have Jorginho, Reece James, and Timo Werner all pick up injuries. The amount that these players are playing is mad. So you have all of those 3 players out. Then on top of that, you have N'Golo Kante, who's a starter, Ben Chilwell, who's a starter, Kovacic, who would probably have started as well. That's 6 players that are essentially first team players out, 5 to 6. And then you want to rotate like Thiago Silva is 37. You're not going to have him playing every single game. So I understand why Thiago Silva didn't play. I understand why Saúl came in as well. My first thought wouldn't be, oh, let's play Thiago Silva again at the back and put Chalobah into midfield. It's like I really don't feel like he had so many options with his team selection today. And then he was trying to rest players and then ended up not being able to rest them because it just wasn't working out, unfortunately. I don't know if they're going to send him back in January. Like I would honestly be surprised if we did that, to be honest. Yeah, the injury crisis scares me. Suddenly, the squad looks thin. It's crazy. Like we have so many injuries. I can only hope that these players can come back with a speedy recovery. But like the squad is getting really thin, and we have a really big squad. Zia says Mason Mount man of the match. Although I don't like man of the match award, I think you have to give it to Mace. Goal and an assist. He's back on it today. I think he is probably my top for man of the match. And also Thiago Silva, I felt like just the way that he completely calmed the game as soon as he came on, that's man of the match worthy as well. I personally give it to Mace. We're so used to keeping clean sheets that every win feels like a win with a clean sheet. I know, I'm like so upset that we don't have clean that we didn't keep a clean sheet. I'm like, what is going on? Malin says, how's Havertz today? I thought that he was very good. I thought that he created a decent amount. You know, I'm not really judging for that first half because nobody played well the first half. But the second half, I thought that he played quite well. And he scored an offside goal as well. But, any other questions? I'm gonna take the opportunity to have some water. Chandler says, should we call back Billy or Gallagher? I don't think we are. I think that Conor Gallagher is getting like invaluable time. He's like an out and out starter at Crystal Palace, and really important minutes for him and his development. And he's been one of their best players. So I really don't think we're going to call him back. And Billy Gilmore either. I don't think we're going to call back now that they have a new manager. He's been getting more minutes as well, and I don't know. I don't think that we would call either of them back personally. Let's see how bad the injuries are, but I would be really surprised. Pranav says 50 lineup changes by Tuchel this season, the most by any manager. Shows how many injuries we've had during the season. It's mad. Like the number of injuries is actually crazy. Lucas says, how did Pulisic play? I'm a US Men's United national team fan. I thought that he played pretty well. Like he got into dangerous areas. I thought that he looked good. I thought that he looked sharp. Could have scored maybe. There was one ball that he played that he should have either played it earlier so that Kai was onside in his run, or just held on to it and played it later so that Kai was onside, and Kai scored an offside goal. But overall, I thought it was a decent performance, nothing incredible, maybe a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, nobody wants to join. I get it, guys. It's late. I get it. It's okay. I won't be offended. It's fine. A lot of people are asking if Lukaku should start the West Ham game. I don't know if he's going to be fit enough, to be honest. I think he might come on as a sub again, but only himself and Thomas Tuchel and the medical staff will know that. I have another question. Do you think Cho, Pulisic, left wing back combination is good down that left wing? I mean, I just feel like this would be, I don't know. I think it's very attack focused, obviously, but I just don't see so much defense in that. I would be worried that we would get so caught out if that were the case, really. Despite injuries, can you still to win the league? Time will tell, my friend. Time will tell. I don't know. If we have so many injuries, then I don't think that you can't. You need players to rotate, because otherwise you get more injuries, and it's just this massive circle. So I think if we have so many injuries, it's going to be extremely tough, honestly. Okay. Hello.
Hi, hello.
Hiya, thanks for joining.
Yeah, nice to see you. Yeah,
What are
quickly, I
your
just
thoughts
want
on
to
the
say,
game?
yeah, my name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from India.
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, Actually, today's match was kind of a bit frustrating.
Yeah.
Like the midfield was so awful, like really so awful. But I'm so happy we were able to get the 3 points because Liverpool and Man City are really kissing us back to back. But I just hope we're going to play better for the West Ham games because the
I hope
injury is
to
now
see him.
becoming
I
too
don't
much.
know if we will, but I hope we do.
Yeah, I also hope so too.
Cool. Thanks so
It was
much
well.
for joining in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and me too.
Bye.
It's nice having you here. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Um, Bawo says, have you heard the Thomas Tuchel song? I have not. What is the song? What is the Thomas Tuchel song? I must know. Somebody please send it to me. Tag me it. I don't know the Thomas Tuchel song. Is it new? You just said, did Rudiger start every single Premier League game this season? I think there might have been one that Sar started. I think one, but I have a terrible memory for these things, to be honest. Guys, almost 200 of you watching. What the heck? That's mad. That's absolutely mad. Like this video if you're watching so other people can find my channel. Subscribe if you want to keep watching my videos as well. I have so I did my schedule for the month of December, and there's something like almost every single day. So hopefully I can keep it up because I'm going to New York for Christmas. So let's see. You'll see a change of scenery, probably like my family roaming in the background. Oh, yeah, I think I do know what you're talking about. Yes. I know I need to change the title. I know I mess it up. I'm so tired. I didn't realize. I'll change it after the stream. I'm sorry. All right, guys. I think oh my god, it's almost 12 o'clock. That's mad. That's absolutely mad. All right. I have climbing class in the morning. So I have 8:30 a.m. Climbing class. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you to the 200 of you watching. That's incredible. I really appreciate it. Thank you for spending some time with me after the game. So cool. Keep an eye out for the rest. I feel so bad there's more people joining. I'm sorry. Keep an eye out for my content. I'll be doing some FPL things. Anybody else play FPL? Like my team actually was freaking terrible today. Like this week. It was the worst. It was like my worst week that I've ever had. Yeah, I'm ending, guys. I'm so sorry. It's very late for me. I have climbing class at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Guys, thank you for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe. Have so much content planned. Hopefully some guests coming on as well. And there's just so many games. There's so much to talk about always. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you spending your evening with me. And until next time, I'm out.